Hello again, all my brothers and sisters, on our flat, domed, stationary Earth.
How you doing? I need to be really careful filming this video because I don't want Frankie B Flat sending out the crew to whack me, put a hit out them, but pop me, whack me. So let's have a look at this wise guy. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Flat Loud Friday, and I'm afraid that the Welsh accent doesn't lend itself well to mafia speak. So let's just get on with the video.
Hello again, all my brothers and sisters, on our flat, domed, stationary Earth. I know you get a kick out of that. A lot of people tell me it. But it's true, that's what we live on. And if you think you're living on a spinning ball, flying through space, like I always say when I leave comments, if you believe that, then Satan has accomplished his mission.
Frankie, my friend, Satan has got nothing to do with it. And what's with this really confusing camera angle? My arm's tired already.
Well, anyway, I noticed a few going on other channels and a few live ones here and there. And then when I leave a comment, a few people say that I'm a shill. And it shouldn't really bother me because I know who I am.
Wait, what? Flat earthers get called shills as well? Frankie, cheer up, mate.
I'm far from a shill. I'm just a regular male man.
I fail to see what you do for a living has got to do with it, Frankie, but being a mailman is a very noble profession. Just ask Pat.
Been around long enough to know he's been lied to. And the people that call me a shill or tell me I'm not real, you're sadly mistaken. It's far from that.
Yeah, being called a shill doesn't bother me either, Frankie. I'm totally on the same page as you with that. But if you're not a shill, what exactly are you?
I'm not asking for any brownie points or anything like that. I just want to make it clear. I'm not hooked up with any organization or being paid off or making money.
I'm not being paid off either.
Even though I do have commercials on my channel, but they only made maybe $20 the last past 9 months.
Damn, I agree with you again, Frankie. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, the ad revenue from YouTube isn't that great, which is why Patreons are so important, and you're a mine. Carry on, Frankie.
I wouldn't mind if I made more, why not? The way they're raising prices on everything. You know, we need every dollar we can get. Because we're like cows, like sheep, slaves. And I know some other people are mad with the Lord. Now that they found out the earth is flat, the ones that are waking up, they get mad at our Lord, saying that how come now we're finding out, and why are we in this dome?
Frankie, you do realise that if you used some different inflections in your speech patterns, your videos may be more interesting.
It's not fair to us. But you have to understand, it was in the Bible all this time. So you really have to blame yourselves if you feel that way.
No, it isn't in the Bible, Frankie. The Bible neither says the earth is flat or a sphere. It makes no reference to the shape of the earth at all.
I must admit, I think about it now a little bit. I think about it took so long for me to...
Right, stop. Sorry everyone, Frankie has got to have a more interesting video than this. It is absolutely doing my nut in. It's about as interesting as watching paint dry. So let's see what else he's got.
Hello again, all my brothers.
Right, you can cut that shit out, Frankie. Just get on with it, and let's have you a little bit more cheerful this time, please. These people are... They just want to be entertained. Be entertaining, Frankie. Give us a dance. Say something exciting. Come on.
Well, I got in trouble the other day with my grandson.
Frankie got in trouble with his grandson. This has got some potential.
We were like watching TV, and he had that Disney Channel on. And sure enough, they started showing the planets and a spaceship, a rocket, and all this nonsense. And I told him, I said, the Earth is flat. Papa's been telling you.
That's just great. So not only is he telling anybody who cares to watch his YouTube channel, he's also trying to tell his grandson that the Earth is flat. This guy is an absolute genius, clearly.
And he turned and yelled at me. He's like, Papa, stop saying that. It's not true.
So your grandson is clearly much more intelligent than you are then, Frankie.
And I said, yes, it is. You're going to find out. You're going to see. Wow, looking at this. Right there.
What is it, Frankie? What can you see?
Looks like a face in the top right.
You can see a face. Do you understand how cameras work, Frankie? That's you.
Look at that. Jesus.
Frankie, calm down. It's only you. Don't be scared. It's the same face you see when you look in the mirror, you tool.
Well, anyway, man. Well, you know, I got in trouble because my daughter's like, please stop saying that to him. We don't want to hear it.
Ah, so it's not just your grandson that's more intelligent than you. Your daughter is also.
And meanwhile, they go to church every Sunday. And my grandson can actually read off Bible verses. Yet when they go to church, they jump to a few churches here and there. And I told them, you can go to a lot of churches, but they're not going to tell you the truth that the Earth is flat.
Of course a church isn't going to tell them that the Earth is flat, because it isn't, and as I said, the Bible doesn't say it is either. The thing is, there is nobody that truly believes that the Earth is flat. Not even you flat earthers. The only thing is you believe that you believe the Earth is flat, and it's nothing more than that.
And that's what I'm up against. But I hope I planted a seed, and maybe my grandson one day will wake up to it and he'll thank me if I'm still around.
To be honest with you, Frankie, I think that's a little bit much to hope for. One day your grandson will wake up and he won't thank you. He will laugh, point and ridicule you and be publicly embarrassed to have anything to do with you because you believe that you believe the Earth is flat. I pity your grandson and your poor daughter.
That's okay, I appreciate that, I really do.
Oh, thank you, Frankie. I was concerned that you'd be a little bit upset by that last remark, but that's very nice of you. And I'm glad you've taken it on board.
Your best bet is to always tell the truth. I mean, in everything, really. That's a lost a lot of people. They just don't want to say the truth, you know?
Well, Frankie, it seems to me that you're starting to come around a little bit. I don't like liars either, which is why I make these videos. It's nice to see that you're having a change of heart.
I started talking about the flat Earth.
I spoke too soon, Frankie.
And he was blown away. And then we got to the window, and I was explaining to him about the ice ring, because he was saying, well, you know, won't we fall off? And then I told him, you know, about the ice ring. And the clerk there, when we first got to the window, I said hello to her. She said, hi, how you doing? Because I've been there a few times, and she's always pretty nice. So as I was finished talking to the kid about the ice ring, the clerk, she started like moaning and groaning, like she was getting annoyed. It's actually like she wanted to say to me, you're crazy. Why are you saying this to this young boy for? You're brainwashing him.
I bet she was annoyed listening to that drivel, and well, somebody wanting to tell a flat earther that they're crazy and brainwashing a kid. Who'd have thunk it?
She was actually nasty. Like she took my money and, you know, she was like cold. We walked out of there And I'm saying to myself, why are people like that? Why do they want to stay in deep sleep? What for? Haven't you had enough? Haven't we had enough of the lies?
But what lies? Haven't we had enough of the lies? There are no lies apart from the ones flat earthers tell, because you're living in a complete fantasy. The earth is a sphere. Why is it such a difficult concept for you to grasp? Are you really that unintelligent that you can't even accept the reality that surrounds you?
And the people don't want to wake up to it at all. And then I had to take my wife's car to the dealership to get checked out. And the woman that works there, she's probably in her 50s. And she's, we always talk, have a cigarette together. She's nice. So I went there, and then she goes, "You gonna have a cigarette?" I said, "Yeah, let's have a cigarette." So we went on the side of the building, and she was like kind of depressed. And I was like, "Are you okay?"
Depressed? I can't imagine why, Frankie. Actually, I can, because if this is what you're like in real life, you must be a hoot.
She goes, "No, not really. It's the anniversary of my 17-year-old son who committed suicide." And I said, "Don't worry, someday soon you're gonna see him." And then she said, "Well, he's cremated." I said, "That doesn't matter. All you need is one speck of DNA to raise him. You know, our Lord will raise him." And then she flew off the handle.
Yeah, I bet she flew off the handle, Frankie boy, because not everybody is a religious nut job. Not everybody believes the same thing as you. And you preaching that to her when she's grieving for her son really isn't going to help, mate.
She goes, "I don't believe in any of that. And the Bible is the..." Like she was talking about the Bible like it was the worst book that was ever written.
And yeah, she'd be right. It is the worst book ever written. It's boring. Nothing exciting happens in the Bible at all. And some people prefer to read factual literature, not fairy stories. Now, I was raised Roman Catholic. I went to Catholic school. But as soon as I was a grown-up and able to think for myself and make my own choices and decisions, it didn't take me long to figure out that the magic man in the sky probably doesn't exist. And before any of you flat earthers jump on that statement I just said, that does not mean that I would be willing to open my mind to a complete and utter fabrication, which is the flat earth.
I go, okay. So then I try to change the subject. You know, I started talking about like, oh, it's a pretty nice day out anyway, you know, at least we can enjoy the day and look forward to the next day and see what happens. You never know. And then she looked up and she goes, "Yeah, it is beautiful today." And then I said to her, "Look up again." She goes, "Why? What's up there? What's up there?" I said, "The whole sky is full of chemtrails."
Oh, Frankie. So, we've gone from flat earth to the Bible and religion to upsetting a poor, grieving woman over the death of her son, and now you're going to try and talk to her about chemtrails. Frankie, there really is no hope for you at all, is there?
She goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Chemtrails?" And she goes, "Oh, those things up there? Well, we put them up there. Who do you think puts them up there?"
Okay, so more importantly, Frankie, who do you think put them up there then? I bet you it was they. Or maybe it was them.
I said, "Well, I didn't put them up there, and I'm sure you didn't put them up there." And then she was saying, "Well, there's nothing wrong with them." And I said, "Well, yes, there is. There's a lot of things wrong with them."
Mr. B Flat, I refuse to get drawn into a discussion on chemtrails. I've already covered that in a previous video. And I may try and remember to leave a link. But don't count on it. Do you know, whenever I watch this type of content, especially with a guy like Frankie here, he's an older guy, so realistically he should know better, but I can't help but wondering what effect does this have on his family life.
I did that video about my friends and family, trying to wake them up, and then the few of them that did wake up, they thanked me, they keep in touch with me. It's a great feeling. But the other ones, they don't act the same, they don't talk the same, they don't even want to bother with me.
And that's the sad part about people that believe in conspiracy theories like the flat earth. Is it worth it? If it's going to cost you, your family and your friends, I would have to hazard a guess and say, no, it isn't. And on that very depressing note, I think we'll call this episode done. Listen, if you believe in flat earth or any other conspiracy theory, and if it is affecting your family life, just wake up. If believing in something costs you the love of your family, then you're just wrong. You're believing in the wrong things. Appreciate what you've got. Tell your wife or girlfriend you love them. Hug your kids. Be a responsible, straight-thinking person. Because, like poor Frankie here, most of his family don't want to know him anymore. And it's all thanks to the flat earth. So, you know, make of that what you will. Anyway, if it's your first time here, consider subscribing and turning on bell notifications. Thank you to everybody who's made it to the end of the video. I've been the Creaky Blinder, and I will see you all on Sunday for Creaky Blinder Live. But before you go, don't forget to click on these swanky looking playlists right here, especially if you're new. That's where you can catch up on all the content I've uploaded previously. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.